Hey there, welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Anna and the Book Hunt. So I have this interesting idea that I want to explore that I'm going to try to explain as best as I can. Maybe I'm going to read out the tropes and books that I've picked that I'm going to do reading vlogs on so you can understand what I'm going to do, because otherwise I don't know whether I can explain it properly. What I've done is I've picked a book for each day of the week, and each week I'll release a vlog on the respective day that I've picked it for. Today is Monday, so I'm going to release my Marriage of Convenience Monday pick. And for this week, I've picked up Burn for You by J.T. Geisinger. This book has a marriage of convenience trope, and to be honest, I don't know much about it, so I'm just going to start off with the reading vlog portion once I wrap up all of the information that I want to give you on the next couple of weeks. So this week I'll do a Monday vlog with Marriage of Convenience Monday. Next week, I'm going to release a reading vlog on Tuesday, and the trope I've picked is Triangle Tuesday, where I'm going to pick up a book which has a love triangle. And then the week after, I'm going to release the reading vlog on Wednesday, and then we have the Wedding Wednesday trope, where I'm going to be picking a book which centers around the wedding. And on Thursday, the following week, I'm going to do Trauma Thursday. Friday is going to be Friends to Lovers Friday, Saturday is going to be Second Chance Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be Small Town Sunday. So each week I'm going to release a reading vlog on a different day with a different trope, and I hope that that will allow me to do a fun and interesting way of introducing different types of books to myself and also to you. And I hope it's a fun idea. It's something that I don't think I've seen someone else do, but yeah, I think it's just a fun way to do a reading vlog, to be honest. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. The first one, like I mentioned, is going to be Marriage of Convenience Monday, and let's just start off with that one with Burn for You. Hey there, so let me update you on the progress that I have for my Marriage of Convenience Monday reading vlog. I picked one book, which is J.T. Geisinger's Burn for You. I actually didn't know anything about this book going in, besides the fact that it's a marriage of convenience, that there is a marriage of convenience within this book. And I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that it's also a Beauty and the Beast retelling, which I absolutely love. Already at the start, we meet our heroine and our hero. The hero, his nickname is actually the Beast, so we already know from the start that this is going to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And we find out that Bianca, who is our heroine, she has this restaurant where she just recently took it over, I think about 6 months ago. So she has been investing a lot in it, meaning that financially she's not very well off at the moment, but she really has a popularity with her restaurant. Her restaurant is fully booked the whole time, so that is something that is really good and speaking volumes about the quality of the food that she offers. So at the beginning of the story, we find out that Jackson, who is actually a billionaire, and he has a lot of pull within the city that they're in. They're in New Orleans, in Louisiana. He has a lot of pull. He's a billionaire, and he is hosting this event where he needs someone to cater for the event, and he has been losing his kind of candidates left and right because he is very critical of the food, and he's also very kind of rude and brooding and can't keep anyone in his employment because of the way that he treats people. So yeah, when he goes the first time to Bianca's restaurant, he's also very rude to everyone there, and they have a bit of a back and forth banter, but also kind of a fight, Bianca and Jackson, and they really dislike each other. Although you kind of notice that Jackson actually dislikes Bianca because he's actually attracted to her, while Bianca actually dislikes him because he is absolutely being an asshole and being very arrogant and rude to her and to her employees. So they don't get off on the best footing at the beginning of the book. But then Bianca finds out that her mother has some medical issues for which she's going to need a lot of money. And when Jackson knocks on her door he actually doesn't knock on her door, he actually kind of storms into the restaurant and makes everyone leave. He makes her a proposition she cannot refuse. He wants to cater this event, so he wants to hire her to be the caterer, and he offers her a large sum of money, which she desperately needs, so she is kind of obliged to agree to this proposition. So this is where I'm at in the book. It's about 20% into the book, and I'm really enjoying it because I'm doing the audiobook for this one, and the two narrators are reading it with a Louisianan accent. I don't know if you say it like that, but with an accent from Louisiana. So while it is very entertaining to listen to the jabs that they make it at each other, there's just so many jabs, there are so many expressions which are just so funny to read about. I really need to write some down so I can give you examples, but some of them are absolute gems. I laughed out loud at some parts within the first 20% within the book, so it was really good. But I do have to say that for someone like me who is not American and not specifically not from this part within the States, sometimes it gets really, I need to be really focused on the audiobook to be able to follow what they're saying because of the accent of the narrators. But regardless, it's a very entertaining read so far. I hope that it remains as entertaining going through with it, and I'm really curious to find out when the marriage of convenience portion will come in and how that will play out. So I'll keep you posted once I found out, and I'll see you very soon. Good morning, everyone. I just woke up about an hour ago. I've been listening to my audiobook before I start work, and I just made my first cup of coffee. So I'm going to do a short update of what I've found out in the meantime. I think I'm about 50% in, or maybe more than 50% into the book. And I found out yesterday how the marriage of convenience trope came into play into the book. It's quite fun and a bit expected, to be honest, but it still works. We find out that Jackson, who is this billionaire, but he's a billionaire because he's the sole heir of a company that deals with bourbon. They're like the biggest bourbon supplier in the world, and basically he is the sole heir, so he is expected to inherit the company, but he wants nothing to do with the company. We find out that there is some kind of a problem between himself and his family. Something has happened, we don't know what yet. Something that maybe has to do with his mother. He does hint at that she is also sick, but we don't know what is happening with his side of the family yet. We just find out that his dad has set a clause in his trust, in his inheritance, that should he not want to work for the company, that he should get married by the time that he's 35. And unfortunately for Jackson, he's turning 35 in a month, which is kind of silly. I mean, why would the dad let him know 1 month before he turns 35 that he's gonna lose his trust if he doesn't get married? But regardless, we're just gonna suspend our disbelief for this one. So he needs someone to get married to in a month's time, and he approaches Bianca. And Bianca, first of all, is outraged at the proposal because they don't seem to like each other at all. At least in her perspective, she doesn't think that they do. Well, he is extremely attracted to her, and he really thinks about her all the time. And yeah, basically he proposes this to her. She first of all declines, but then she finds out that her mom will need quite a bit of medical treatment for her illness, and she sees no other way to cover financially for the treatments that her mother needs. So she decides to negotiate with Jackson to see whether this arrangement can work for both of them. The only problem is that the arrangement needs to hold up for 5 years, which is quite a long time. So I'm curious to see how that will play out. I do want to mention that this is really well done in terms of the Beauty and the Beast retelling when it comes to the male perspective, because we see the Jackson beast essentially is kind of feeling hopeless in life. He's feeling like he doesn't deserve love, like he doesn't deserve any kindness or goodness in his life, which is what we have in the fairy tale as well. We have this beautiful mansion, and his servants are essentially his closest people. We also find out that this mansion that he has is really a fairy tale like mansion as well. It has a wonderful library as well. So I do get the sense that I'm in this type of a fairy tale. So I do appreciate that a lot. But I do have to say that the heroine, while Belle in The Beauty and the Beast, is quite how should I say, she stands up for herself. She is quite opinionated. In this situation, Bianca is amazingly feisty. I mean, she takes it up another level. So I do appreciate that as well, because it gives the story a bit of spice in it. So yeah, I do have to say that I'm enjoying this. I wouldn't say it would be a 5-star read, I think, at least at the moment, but I really am enjoying it, so I'll update you soon. Hey you guys, so I just figured out that I have failed to record my final thoughts on my Marriage of Convenience Monday pick for this reading vlog, so I'm just going to do that very shortly. I really had a blast reading this book. I mean, I was very entertained, let me put it like this. I wouldn't say that it's a favorite book of mine, but it's definitely a solid 3.5 to 4-star read. We have Beauty and the Beast retelling, which I told you about in the previous clips, which I absolutely loved. We have a lot of punchlines, a lot of funny moments, a lot of expressions, which just had me laughing out loud at moments within the book. So that was really entertaining. I had a blast reading the audiobook as well. In the beginning, I had a bit of a hard time with getting used to the accent, especially of the female narrator, but as the story progressed, I really got used to it, and I appreciated what it brought to the story, because it really kind of let you feel like you're in the setting of a New Orleans story. So yeah, I definitely appreciated that as well. Within the book, the last clip that I showed you, I found out how the marriage of convenience came into place within the story. Jackson needed to marry someone before his 35th birthday so he could get access to his trust. So he strikes a deal with Bianca, because Bianca is in a financial kind of a bad situation, because she needs to cover for her mother's medical bills, because her mother is sick. So they strike a deal, but in the meantime, they kind of have a very short notice to convince their families, to convince their families that they're together, that they're marrying for love, and they need to plan a wedding. And in the meantime, things happen with their families. We find out why Jackson has problems within his own family, what has happened in the past. We also find out that Bianca basically kind of, because she sees that he's not the person that everyone assumes he is, we see her really sticking up for him in front of his family. So we have a lot of different things that kind of make you warm up to both of the characters and really start to root for them to get together. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because Jackson really was presented as the beast from the start, and really presented in that way by having other people saying that he's like that, but you don't really know that he is the beast, or for whatever reason that he is like this. So it kind of, you go off on assumptions of other people, so you don't really get to know the character very well until well into the book, that I really didn't connect with him all too well. But yeah, that's why it wasn't a 5-star read for me. I loved Bianca's character. I loved the story of her mother as well, the storyline with her mother. I love the little hints to the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale, so that is something that I absolutely loved as well. The Marriage of Convenience played well into the story as well, even though it was a bit predictable of how it played out. that didn't bother me too much. But yeah, overall I would say it's really a solid, entertaining read. I'm happy that I picked it up for this vlog. So for the vlog on Tuesday next week, I'm going to be doing Triangle Tuesday, where we're going to focus on a love triangle within a romance. I've picked a book by Candy Steiner. I love Candy Steiner. I haven't yet read What He Doesn't Know, which according to my research should have a love triangle within the book. And I'm very curious to see whether it's going to be a type of story where one of the characters will have my preference within the love triangle, or whether the story is written in a way where both of the characters have me rooting for them for different reasons, which will make me feel torn about the decision in the end. So I'm very curious to see how that will go. If you're curious as well, stick around next week. I'm going to post that video for you once I've read the book. And I hope you really enjoyed this one. I hope you like this idea. Let me know what you think about it below in the comments. If you've read this book as well, please let me know what you thought about it. And yeah, I hope to see you very soon in the next one. I'm sorry, I'm thinking too many things at the same time and I want to say them all at the same time. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you very soon, I wanted to say. And yeah, happy reading. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Take care and bye-bye.